Welcome to the place where the things you never dared to say finally get whispered out loud. Here, you don't have to be okay. You don't have to be impressive. You just have to be honest. Because sometimes, the thing that makes you feel most alone is the very thing that connects you to everyone listening. So take a breath with me and keep listening until you realize you were never the only one. 33% of Gen Z say they feel more comfortable online than in real life. Not just comfortable, safe. Think about that. More eye contact with a front camera than with our own families. More honesty in a TikTok comment than in therapy. We didn't grow up with the internet, we were birthed into it. We learned to walk while holding phones. We learned to talk by listening to vloggers. We looked for comfort in follower counts and copied confidence from people who felt just as lost. And every time we glitched, we restarted ourselves with a filter. This isn't nostalgia. This is a confession. Because the truth is, I was born in Wi-Fi and raised by likes. I am the 33%. Being online wasn't just something we did. It was where we learned how to be. We didn't have diaries. We had Instagram captions that hinted at breakdowns. We didn't pass notes in class. We sent snap streaks to people we barely liked, just to not feel invisible. Every notification was a hit of maybe I matter. Every post was a performance dressed up as personality. We became experts at aesthetic, amateurs at intimacy. We edited our faces before we even knew what they really looked like. We said LOL while crying. We typed I'm fine with a cracked screen and a cracking voice. We kept showing up online because real life didn't have an algorithm to reward us for trying. And the scary part? No one taught us how to stop. No one told us how to feel full without followers. No one told us that seen doesn't mean understood. We traded recess for refresh buttons. We stopped talking about feelings and started posting cryptic lyrics at 2 a.m., hoping someone would decode our sadness. We made eye contact with validation, but not with ourselves. And somewhere along the way, scrolling turned into surviving. Likes became life support, and the only way we knew we were real was if someone reacted. But this isn't just stats, it's survival. It started as a dare. To myself, no posts, no stories, no checking who viewed, just exist, offline. Day 1, I kept opening the app like a phantom limb. Muscle memory, my thumb twitching with withdrawal. I didn't realize how often I reached for proof of my existence until I stopped finding it. Day 2, I took a selfie out of habit, then stared at it, confused. Who was I taking it for? There was no caption, no filter, no audience, just my face, unedited, unposed, and it scared me. Because I didn't recognize her. I only knew myself through how others reacted. Day 4, silence. No messages, no hearts, and weirdly, no panic. Just this low hum of something I hadn't felt in a long time. Boredom. Not doomscrolling boredom, but the kind that asked me to sit still, to listen. I started journaling, on actual paper. It felt wrong at first, like yelling into a void. But then, it started to feel like me talking to me. Day 6, I went for a walk. No music, heard birds I forgot existed, felt sun on my skin, not for a story post, just warmth. It was simple, ordinary, but it didn't need to be shared to be real. Day had a thought and didn't post it. I let it be mine. Not a punchline, not content, just a thought. Day 10, I cried, not from sadness, from something else. I think it was relief, like taking off shoes 2 sizes too small after wearing them for years. Like meeting myself for the first time and realizing I wasn't as broken as I'd feared. Just buried under filters, under validation, under versions of me that weren't lies, just louder than the truth. The silence didn't kill me. It introduced me, and slowly, I stopped waiting for a ding to feel okay. I stopped wondering if I was missing out. Because the only thing I'd really been missing was me. I thought it was normal. until I looked at myself from outside the scroll. There was a night around day 12. I turned my phone off completely. No, do not disturb. No airplane mode, just off, off. I sat in the dark and stared at nothing. And it hit me, not like a breakdown, but like a truth I'd been running from. I didn't know how to exist without an audience. Not for clout, not for fame, but because I genuinely didn't know who I was if no one was watching. I've lived my whole life being perceived, tagged, tracked, filtered. My memories are highlights. My pain is cropped. My joy has a caption. Even in private moments, I caught myself wondering, would this make a good post? Would people feel this if I wrote it right? That's the part I never said out loud. That even my most real moments were rehearsed. That I'd rather feel numb with attention than lonely with none. And the scariest part? When the attention stopped, I still felt empty. Because somewhere along the way, I outsourced my identity to strangers, to algorithms, to whatever version of me got the most saves. I thought I was connecting, but I was just collecting comments, emojis, little digital crumbs I mistook for love. But in that moment, with no blue glow lighting up my face, I realized something simple terrified. I don't hate myself. I just don't know myself. And maybe that's what hurts most, not the silence, but realizing I never gave myself a chance to speak without an audience. But what if this version of me, this quiet, unplugged, blurry-edged version, was exactly what needed saving? I used to think being liked was the goal. It felt like proof that I was enough, that I mattered, that someone saw me. But now I'm not so sure. Because when the likes faded, when no one was reacting, I didn't disappear. I was still here, still breathing, still healing. That's when I realized, maybe I was never chasing popularity. Maybe I was chasing presence. Maybe I just wanted to be held in someone's eyes long enough to feel real. And for years, the only reflection I trusted was the one with the right lighting, right angle, right filter. But the mirror in silence, the one without comments, that's the one that started to show me who I really am. And guess what? I'm not perfect. I'm not polished, but I'm present. Yes, I was born in Wi-Fi. Yes, I was raised by likes, but I'm learning that doesn't define me. It shaped me, but it doesn't own me. I'm allowed to exist even when I'm not trending, even when I'm not performing, even when no one claps, because I've started clapping for myself. I've started liking myself. Not the post, not the pose, but the person who keeps showing up when no one's watching. And if I'm the 33%, maybe the 33% is me. Maybe we're not addicted. Maybe we're just aching for meaning, for reflection, for moments that don't need to be shared to be real. We're the glitch generation, raised with unlimited access, but limited understanding. We learned to type before we learned to talk about our feelings. We grew up with instant everything, but no instruction manual for being human. We know how to go viral, but not how to grieve. We know how to build an aesthetic, but not how to sit with awkward silence. We know how to comment illy under a post, but still flinch when someone looks us in the eye and says, "I care about you." We screenshot connection. We live stream pain. We post mental breakdowns like they're morning routines. And no one tells us to stop, because we all do it. We've normalized documenting the chaos instead of healing it. We put healing in our bookmarks and burnout in our calendars. We post "take care of your mental health" at 2 a.m. while doomscrolling in bed. We joke about disassociation because feeling numb feels safer than feeling too much. But that numbness, it's catching up to us. We're a generation fluent in irony, but starving for intimacy. We want to be known, but fear being seen. So we build walls out of emojis. We send lol instead of that hurt. We post selfies to prove we're okay, while quietly wondering if anyone notices we're not. But I see us. I see the cracks in the curated, the beauty in the broken. The bravery in logging off, even if just for a moment, to remember who we are when no one's scrolling. Because we were never meant to be content. We were meant to be connected. To each other, to ourselves, to something deeper than the feed. And if I could talk to the me who still thinks rest equals failure, who thinks being offline means being irrelevant, I'd tell them, you are not disappearing, you're reappearing. One unplugged moment at a time. Hey, if you're still here, scrolling quietly, breathing shallow behind a bright screen, waiting for something to tell you you're okay, this is it. You are not your last post. You are not the story that didn't get views. You are not the message that was left on read. You are not the version of you that broke trying to look whole online. You're more than clickable, more than watchable, more than someone's algorithmically convenient moment of attention. You are someone's silence breaker, someone's I thought it was just me. You are your own first love, if you're brave enough to start listening. Because when the Wi-Fi drops and the screen goes dark, you'll still be here, still worthy. You weren't made to be consistent content. You were made to evolve, to glitch, and to pause. The truth is, I used to believe that if I wasn't seen, I wasn't real. But now I know, if I'm real only when I'm seen, I'm not living. I'm performing. So I'm choosing a new kind of presence, not the one that needs approval, but the one that breathes with intention. I'm choosing slow mornings without captions, friendships without proof, love that doesn't ask to be shared. And it's not always easy. Some days I still reach for the app before I reach for myself. Some days I miss the dopamine more than I miss the truth. But I'm learning, healing, unfollowing the noise so I can finally follow me. I was born in Wi-Fi. I was raised by likes. But now, I am the 33%, and I'm learning to like myself, even in airplane mode. Call to action. What percent are you? Drop it in the comments. The truth, the contradiction, the confession. Next up, I am the 38%. The deepest conversations I have are with myself. Don't just relate, reflect. This isn't just content, it's the beginning of coming home to yourself.